What's going on, guys? Johnny aka Tropical Fish Guy here. Today we're going to be doing something really cool, hands-on video on how to set up the Fluval Nano aquarium. Now the cool thing about this, or there's several cool things about this, but one of the cool things about this is that it is small. It is small. This is the Spec 3, I believe. This is a 2.6 gallon aquarium. They also make a Spec 5, which is a 5 gallon aquarium. If you wanted a bigger one, you can get the Spec 5. I'll put links to both of these, the 2.6 gallon and the 5 gallon. I'll put those in the description below. But what this is an all-in-one nano aquarium. Nano means small. Nano aquarium. Supposedly you get everything you need to get started with this aquarium. So let's take a look at it, let's set it up, let's get my initial reviews on it, and of course I'll keep it running for a while and let you know the things that I like and dislike about it. So the things that it comes with is obviously the tank, really nice looking tank. You can view it from 3 angles, right? That side you can see through. The front, you see the black background with some of the sides. And of course the other side that you can see through as well. So great viewing area. It does come with the top so the fish can't jump out. It comes with its own light, and this light is supposed to be awesome light, 7,000 Kelvin, that's like sunlight. It comes with its own pump and the filter media, all the filter stuff. So the filters, the lights, the pumps, the tank, it's all taken care of. Some of the things that it doesn't come with are decorations like rocks, plants, and it doesn't come with gravel, so you kind of don't want it to come with gravel anyway because you can pick your own gravel. Today I'm going to have a mixture of this fine coarse gravel here mixed with crushed coral to keep balanced water. I use crushed coral with everything here. We got pretty soft water here, so I maintain the pH levels and the water hardness levels with the crushed coral. So I pre-mixed some of that together. It makes a nice little gravel color with some white specks mixed in. Looks kind of nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set this up. Let's go ahead and put the light on last. We'll go ahead and, okay, so the pump sits in the back here. Okay, in this chamber right here with the hole coming out this hole right here with this nozzle. So you'll have to, oops, don't do that. You'll have to take the nozzle off, okay, and then just set this thing in like so and stick it out that hole. Okay, the pump you'll see is at the very bottom, which it should be. Then take this piece, so shove that in the hole, and this nozzle is adjustable. You can up, down, side to side, depending on how you want your water flow, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so we're not going to plug that in yet. Don't plug that in just yet. Okay, leave that hanging. The filter media, it comes with some filter media here, the sponge. I'm going to stick this is the biological media. Stick that in there. Stick that in there. And then this, you know how it goes in by this handle right here on top. So you stick that on this side of the aquarium. Okay. Okay, it's all the way down, good. So you want the sponge all the way down. All right. And you want the intake of the water flows in here. It goes through the sponge, being sucked back into the pump, and then out this tube. So it goes through all this filtration. That's a good amount of filtration for a tank. I like all that sponge in the middle. You stick those biochem beads in there. All right, cool. And then you have the light. We'll put the light on. The light fits over here. Boom, in that little slot right there. Okay, look at that. And there you have a tank like in less than a minute. Is that awesome or what? That's the convenience of it. This one is a small tank. I think what I'm gonna do with this one, I was gonna put, like, I guess a good time to talk about what you can put in a small tank like this is a good time now. You can put little fish like maybe some nano fish like chili rasboras, maybe some guppies, some endlers. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get me an awesome looking betta, since the betta fish. You know, I have a particular love in my heart for the betta, so I'm gonna put a betta in there, get you a nice one, let you guys name or her. And we'll undo that, we'll use that, so that's the light. I'm gonna go ahead and take this light off for now, so I can put in the gravel. All right, so I've got a 24 ounces of gravel here. Now, depending on the size, this, like I said, this 2.6. You'll have to use more for the 5 gallon. So pour that in there. Depending on what type of aquascape or setup, in other words, you want, it depends on how much gravel you want. So that right there, maybe enough. I'm going to put some plants in here, live plants in here, so I want a good amount. I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm going to put a handful of this. Well, I'll scoop it out the right way for you guys. And mix that up. Okay, I'll pour it in there. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Add or subtract as much as you want, depending on you. Yeah, look at that. That looks nice, doesn't it? I like that. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some plants, I think. So today I bought these from Petco. They have a good assortment of plants where I live. I don't know about you, but I'll also put some links to some of these plants that you can get online. This particular one is Anubias Nana. Nana means small, so it's the small one. And this particular one is the Amazon Sword. Okay, Amazon Sword gets big, so it will quickly outgrow this tank. It just so happens to be the only plant I have. I'm also going to probably take some of this Java moss, stick it in there around the Anubias, and maybe I'll take a clump of this Java fern as well, but we'll see. All right, so now we got the gravel in, the light and the filter to be plugged in. Another thing it doesn't come with is a heater. So maybe one of these kind of heaters, or one of these kind of heaters just for a small aquarium. We'll see. Won't put the heater in yet, but keep in mind if your house gets cold or something, definitely heater is required. So let's go ahead and put some plants in. So the Anubias Nana, and I'm going to put Java fern in there too, and some Java moss. So cut that off, and then pour this in your hand away from the tank. Comes in a little pot like this, right? So same thing, I'd cut this off with some safe scissors away from the tank, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so at the end of the day, what you get is this nice looking piece of Anubias. Look at that. What you're looking for is nice green leaves and nice stems, nice roots. And this stem is called the rhizome. So if you ever hear someone say, don't bury the rhizome, it means keep the dirt below this level. If you put the dirt above the rhizome here, it'll rot, so don't do that. But you can put this part underneath the dirt, or in this case, Anubias, right, they don't get most of their nutrition from the dirt or substrate. What they do is they absorb the nutrients from the water columns, so they mostly get their nutrients from the water, so you don't need to really bury these. What a lot of people do are either they tie some string around it to a rock, that you can super glue it to rock, and I've got a video up here I'll put somewhere where I show you how to super glue Anubias and Java fern to a rock. But in this instance, I'll show you a little trick here. We're gonna grab some Java moss to act like some string here. So what you're not seeing is me grabbing some Java moss from this other tank, okay? Here's the Java moss, nice and green Java moss. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Java moss, wrap it around the Anubias, okay, put it on the rock like this. So the roots are touching the rock, wrapped around with this Java moss. Look how nice that looks. And here's the trick though. When you lay it down, you're going to take a couple of these cool looking river stones that you can get at Home Depot or whatever for a couple bucks, and just lay it on top so that the moss stays on the rock and the Anubias stays in the moss. Make that our centerpiece. Alright, you can see it from there. I'll also show you it from the other angle once I get done. I'm going to do the same thing with this Amazon sword. You know what? We could just leave this. That looks really nice right there. I don't think we need another plant for this. I'll use this for a different aquarium, because the Amazon sword requires some root tabs, like these flourish tabs that I prefer, or just regular old root tabs, because these, as opposed to the Anubias, these do get nutrients from the roots. And I thought I might need another plant for this, but I'm going to stick some Java fern around it, and I'll save this Amazon sword for another. Sometimes in the aquarium hobby, you know, you change your mind, right? It's all good. But I'll go ahead and leave links to these root tabs and flourish tabs, and I'll leave the video on, and I'll link to the video on flourish versus root tabs and how to use root tabs. Okay, so I think we'll add this nice rock here, just as an accent, and I'll show you what it looks like from the side. All right, looky there. Once I add some more Java fern, it'll look more full, but for now, one betta fish will be fine with this. This will be nice. I might add a few guppies even, but see how normally the Java moss grows out, the Anubia sticks to the rock and everything's cool, but I might add some other plants, maybe some foreground plants right there, we'll see. But let me fill this up with water. We're at the stage where we want to fill it with water and see how it goes. All right, I got me a bucket of tap water, of course. Very, very important step. Before you use your tap water, you want to dechlorinate it, and I recommend the Prime water conditioner. So this is concentrated. It might seem a little more expensive compared to other ones right off the bat. I think it's like 15 bucks for a bottle at Amazon. But actually you use 5 times, or a lot more or less, I don't know if it's 5 to 1 cap full for 50 gallons. That is 5 times, and other products use 1 cap full for 10 gallons, so you're saving quite a bit. So 5 gallon bucket, you use a half a milliliter, since 5 milliliters for 50, 1 milliliter for 10, so half a milliliter for 5. I have a pipette here. I don't know if you can see the numbers, but 0.5 milliliters, that very, very last one. I mean, it just takes a few drops, you'll see. All right, so it's, that whole thing is just a few drops in there. Okay, cover that back up. Another trick of the trade is I use a dash whenever I'm putting plants in there, especially Anubias or Java fern. I use this equilibrium. It's specifically designed to establish the ideal mineral content for the planted aquarium. Okay, I don't use much. Read the instructions. I only use a pinch, as well as excuse me, as well as just a tiny pinch of baking soda, just to keep the pH up, stabilized, sorry, I should say, and a half of, so on this one it is, see, potassium is what? Potassium, calcium, magnesium, that's the main things of what the plants need. Depends on what your water hardness is, but I've measured it enough to know what mine is. But I just put in a little bitty pinch here. Oh shoot, dogs. Yeah, don't do that. But just a little bitty pinch there. But you know, you measure yours according to directions so I don't steer you wrong. I take that. By now the dechlorinator has taken effect. I will stir that up. Give that a minute. Until it becomes all dissolved. Give that a minute and I'll be right back. Alright, that water's all mixed in. And don't worry guys, on this all this stuff, I'll go ahead and put links in the description, so just check the description out. I'm going to take my water, I'm going to pour it into the tank, and once gently, because you don't want to disturb the java moss, so I'm going to pour it into my hand first. But I'll show you what it looks like filled up. Alright, looky there. Looks nice, doesn't it? Got the water in there, got the plant. Looks nice from all sides, all angles. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead, since the water level is high, let's go ahead and plug everything in. Let's put that light back on the top. Alright. Plug the light in. Plug the pump in. Let's make sure the pump is working. Alright, so I got the pump in there. It's pumping the water out. I might have to slow the flow, and it is adjustable, but I'll leave it there for now. Let the water circulate for a little while. Look at that, that's nice. The light is on, you can tell. Look at that. Nice, beautiful tank there. So you can see the water flowing around. It's going to be a little bit too strong for a betta fish, so I will lower that flow, but for now, until I get the betta, I will keep it on like that, just to get the water flowing. Go ahead and put the top on. Alright, and there you have it, guys and gals. A little bit messy over here, but there is the Fluval SPEC. 2.6 gallon. There you go, look at that. Already comes with a black background, so that's nice. Don't have to worry about background. Water's flowing through. Water's flowing through the filter. Coming back out the outtake there. Yeah, there we go. Got a nice little opening for the light to shine through. You can see the light going through. There we are. Look at that. Would be a nice tank for a small fish or a couple of nano fish. Maybe some celestial pearl danios, some emerald dwarf rasboros maybe. Look at that. That is nice. Alright guys, so there you have it. How to set up a Fluval Nano tank. This is the Spec 3 2.6. I'll leave a link, like I said, up here. tropicalfishguide.com/spec. How about that? And I'll leave a link to the 5 gallon and the 2.6 in the description below. Give me a like if you like this. Very easy, simple tank to set up. Really nice for a small tank for some small fish, some nano fish, or a single betta, or some other similar thing, or other small fish such as those. Comment below what you would put in a small tank like that. If you need more plants or whatever, but for now, I'm gonna leave it like that. Subscribe to the channel if you want more cool videos like this. And thank you so much, really appreciate you guys checking it out. Hit that bell notification to get all the videos. And as always, if you want some cool fishy facts, cool stuff, inside scoop, check out my Instagram at @thetropicalfishguy, as well as, if you really want the inside scoop, go to tropicalfishguide.com/sign-up and sign up to the newsletter, where you get really cool fish facts every newsletter, as well as tips, tricks, and other cool fish stuff. And happy fish keeping. Peace out. And if you want some cool merch, and if you want some cool fish merch, check out my store at fishytees.net. I'll leave a link up here as well as description below. Check out the cool stuff. Thanks a lot, guys.